today. From Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara, California, it's a special Halloween presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Aaron Rodgers and the San Francisco 49ers versus Jacob Eason and the Indianapolis Colts.
Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports.
And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. They'll throw on first down with Eason.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going to go for a big play downfield. This is caught. And that's a touchdown, but hold on. There is a flag down on the field. We'll have to see what this is about. So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
From the gun is Eason.
He's going to let it go. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A big play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is good to make it 7-0 Indy. The long touchdown pass gets them 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
On the return. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
All day, every day, any day.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second in just about a few inches here. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jarrad Davis able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Colts pick it up, and they will take over at the 29-yard line.
Well, that's a down and distance coaches always talk about trying to avoid, isn't it? I mean, that's 3rd and long, and you just know they're pinning their ears back and coming after him. sometimes even with extra pressure.
And he knew that. I mean, he knew they were coming. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Albert Okuebuna with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead. They've got to be thrilled on the road right now. Touchdown, turnover, touchdown, and quickly trying to make it 14-0.
Yeah, and mentioned it already. On the road, to be able to go into someone else's house and establish a start like that, obviously your confidence rises in a big way, and you're putting some doubt in their minds.
Here's Richie James on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Back out there comes the 49ers offense, ready for their second drive. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. So you can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense. But when you turn it over, it changes momentum. And when they take it downfield and punch it in.
A big seam, and he might go all the way. Touchdown, 49ers. Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over. This game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. It usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
He's going to wind up and air it out. He's got a man, complete. There he goes left side. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. A big play there. 93 yards. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. Still first quarter, 2 receiving touchdowns for him. How are they going to slow him down?
I think they're thinking about altering their game plan. Whatever they came in with, now maybe you switch a better cover guy to him. Or you make sure you have more people in his general area wherever he lines up to at least try and discourage them from throwing the ball to him.
Here's James. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The 49ers offense making its way back out there. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, let's see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Get ready. Get ready. No. Hold. All right, T, let's...
Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Tyler Lockett, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. And nothing too crazy there. A quick slant, and then he just had a seam. He found a seam.
And when you hit it on the run like that, and I mean the pass right to the receiver who's already in motion and moving, sometimes he just takes it and runs away from everyone else.
And he ran it into the end zone. And the defense, they've got to adjust there quickly. That's tough on them.
That's really tough because everything was executed well. Ball was out of his hands quickly, into the hands of the receiver, and then he was gone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchdown.
Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. That's complete. Okuegbuna. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there for Indy. 48 yards.
Boy, they've definitely come out of the gate smoking here in the first quarter. Whatever they've tried to run has worked. And there's another example right there. Game plan is one thing, but how about his accuracy? It's been exceptional. Just about every quarterback is...
And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Albert O with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Colts are able to grow their lead. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
Here we go. Here we go.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. It's really been a blistering start to the season for him so far. He's on pace to blow past 1,000 yards. The good receivers, it's interesting, though. You put extra coverage on them, they probably view that as a challenge. All right, I'm going to go after this. You put one guy on them, then they feel disrespected, and they want to. So how do you cover it?
You're exactly right. That's an insult, right? Especially the year that he's having. But I just have to go ahead and I'm not going to insult him. I'm going to respect him. I'm sending as many people as possible. But one of the reasons he's having this type of a start is despite that type of coverage.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 34.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He can make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get this. 58 to Mike, 58. 58
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. He's got his man. It's Kendrick Bourne. And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Yo. Hey,
Here's Mostert. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, a run to Mostert. Down right around the 25. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. 7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Right over there, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through, and that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
49ers 17.
So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense. So conventional football, football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light.
Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports.
49ers 17.
I got you. I got you. And 58 is a mic.
On second down, Mostert.
And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 28.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
Well, he's taken down, but not before picking up the first, thanks to a flashy little spin move. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
319. Even. 4 down. Even.
On first and 10, it's Mostert.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back.
That's disgusting.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. The Niners on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll wind up with 17 on that one, but they're still a bit short here for 4th. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first.
7-yard line.
Don't let him breathe.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. This will be caught at about the 5. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And we're going 37 is the mic. Mike 33.
Now Mostert. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
58. And we're going 37 is the mic. Mike 37. Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot. And we're going 37 is the mic. Mike 37. Get your foot.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th.
Out of the end zone.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Makes the score. Colts 28.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk, got his man, complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Albert Okwuegbunam
on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts strike quickly here for 6 points. So not only is that his 3rd touchdown catch of the game, he's done it here in the first half.
I'm not sure defensively what they're going to come up with to slow him down, because already we're seeing him run past, over, through guys in order to make these catches. And being able to try and shut him down at this stage of the game, it's going to take a lot of effort. So maybe it'll open things up for some other people.
Well, they better figure something out, and soon.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He's done his part, but so far it's been in a losing effort, so they've got to fix something.
But that doesn't mean changing anything, the way they're throwing the ball around and his catches in production. Keep doing that. They're going to have to fix some things likely on defense to try and slow down their opponents.
But so far he's north of 100 yards receiving.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
51's Mike. Mike 51. 58
And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's got Lockett.
And he is going to have a Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a 1st down. This is Mostert. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
51's the Mike. Stay with your man.
They'll try and run here with Mostert.
He's got daylight. 20, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Raheem Mostert with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the 49ers make some inroads here on that deficit. Well, they were just hoping that run would pick up the first. They got the whole enchilada.
And I'm so used to teams on 3rd down, doesn't matter how far they need for a 1st down, throwing the ball. Instead, they run it, and as you said, picked up the 1st down, and then some, and then some. In fact, everything, all the way for a touchdown. Terrific play.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Indy set to go on offense once more.
And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. Past the 20. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our 57.
Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And that is caught. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Albert O on his way to a historic performance, 4 first-half touchdowns. And the Colts, they add on to their advantage. And the lead is up to 15 now. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And the result for the Colts is a touchdown.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes. Steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too? Because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jared Davis in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jared Davis, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
Time to see Jacob Eason and company go back to work.
He's got to be feeling pretty good, playing well. Team has the lead, so just looking to mount a drive here that ends in the end zone.
And all quarterbacks will tell you, hey, we love a running game, helps us out. But at the end of the day, they want to rely on their arm, throw the football, feel good about things, keep things moving in the right direction. Right now, that's exactly what we're seeing.
And we'll see if that continues.
1st and 10, Eason.
He completes this one to Mack. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. And quickly, they get to the line.
Eason on 2nd down.
Looking for Campbell downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Eason looking for Campbell downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Harris Campbell, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts add on to their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
Now this will make it into the end zone.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Rodgers now on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Incomplete. Brings up second and 10.
Throwing again.
Rodgers. Samuel bringing in the slant.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
51's the mic. 6-man.
Rodgers to throw once more. Left side complete to Lockett.
And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This is a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And Succop will put this one right through, and that will do it for this first half. Well, why don't we hold off on the halftime update after all? Seems like everyone's ready to go here for the second half in Week 8 in the NFL. The 49ers going to have the football and trailing on the scoreboard as we get back underway on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Rodgers now to throw. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Mostert. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
And the carry on first down by Mostert going to wind up losing yardage there as he stopped for officially a loss of 2.
And now you have to wonder, partner, at what point in time do they forget the running game? It's been a struggle so far in this one. I would think they'd have to start throwing it a little bit more.
On 2nd and 12, Rodgers out to the right. He gets it to Lockett. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Here we go. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And Lockett with a grab over the middle.
And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
At the 29-yard line.
Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51.
Back to the running game with Mostert. DeForest Buckner, a Pro Bowler when he played for the 49ers, there on the stop.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Field left, field left. Exit, exit. 58, boys, 58, 58.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones.
So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And that's caught at the 25. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 79 yards. And the Colts are able to grow their lead.
This offense, they were dynamic in the first half. The halftime break, that didn't slow them down at all. Big strike here in the third quarter.
It's almost as if they were saying, it's not just our skill in the first half that's getting this done, it's confidence as well. And confidence has taken over this game in a big way. How about these strikes that we're seeing?
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
He's had a good performance, moved the ball effectively on the ground. Of course, he has the one touchdown.
And when you're able to move it as effectively as you've described, that leads to finding a way into the end zone, and now he's just trying to do it for a second time. And, of course, with that comes additional yardage.
Yeah, looking for additional yardage, and again, that second score here in the third quarter. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
51 to Mike. 51 to Mike.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Jared Davis make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
It's been a tough one all game long for this offensive line. They're already down big, and now you know they're just going to come after the quarterback in a big way, don't you?
They just can't get out of their own way right now. It's created an avalanche, and an avalanche is coming right on top of them. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here comes the Colts offense now as they make their way onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
From the gun is Eason.
Looking for Campbell. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, 59 yards. And the Colts just continue to pour it on.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that, truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
We've seen him be good so far. He's hoping to continue that trend here in quarter number 3.
And typically when you see guys running it this well, they see the game in slow motion, don't they? They see the cuts happen. They see the blocks happen. They feel really good about their vision. And then they use their legs to find that open space.
And he's had some good help up front to boot. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
4 down, 4 down, 4 down.
They hand it off to Mostert.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
You've got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jared Davis in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 51, Mike 51. Set the tone.
From the gun, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20.
They'll throw on 1st down with Eason.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
He was looking for Albert Okwuegbunam was the target there.
And that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again. Eason looking for Kemp. He's got a man. Complete. The 20. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Paris Campbell, 77 yards as his guys continue to pour it on. And let's count them up now. 1, 2, 3, 4 touchdown receptions for him in this game.
And just one shy of the NFL record. What a great performance. Going up and catching the football, creating space, and finding the end zone. That's what it's all about.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And San Francisco gets set to go here. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists in their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
At the 29-yard line.
To throw is Rodgers. They'll find Everett there, complete.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett.
And he is going to have a 49ers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 10 and a 49er 1st down.
Let's get that ball right here. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Watch the screen. Pass.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Back now here in Santa Clara. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Albert Okwuegbunam.
45 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Colts offense cashes in with 6.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Whoa! Let's get it. 51's Mike. Mike 51.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Jarrad Davis has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here comes the 49ers punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Eason and the Colts now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. He'll throw from the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to the air on second down. Eason looking for a Campbell down, and that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Let's go, touchdown.
Paris Campbell, 71 yards, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, where our booth is here, we can see all of the writers to our left, and their post-game stories, Charles, they have been filed for some time because this game, boy, is it lopsided.
Yeah, we can see our guy Scoop. He's even got his fedora tipped over his face. I think he's taking a nap now. Nothing left to write for him, but how gratifying has it been for them to see what they've done in practice and carry it into a game and see the execution be so good. They've got to feel fantastic about what they've accomplished in this one.
The Niners take over 1st and 10. At their own
Deebo Samuel and the 49ers back in possession here. Let's see here, Charles. 6 catches, over 100 yards. Call that a pretty good day at the office.
And I love the accumulation, the catches, the yardage. That means he's having a pretty good impact on this ball game and really helping his team out in a big way.
Means he wants the football again, right?
And it's funny because some of these receivers are very vocal about how much they're getting it. Others are quieter, but they still let you know, give me the ball, I'm going to make a play.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Now here's a first down throw that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 15 more yards there, and quickly another first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. When we see another great performance like this out of Aaron Rodgers, you have to chuckle thinking that his only FBS offer was a walk-on at Illinois.
And now he's the pride of Butte Junior College, of course at Cal. And I remember watching him play at Cal, and he would run 7-on-7 drills. Angry if the ball ever hit the ground, and it didn't do it very often.
The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down.
And again, it's Rodgers.
And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked. Jarrad Davis in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Open man is born. And he'll only get this to about the 35. Well short of the line to gain. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
On first down, Jacob Eason.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Albert O, 93 yards. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Raheem Mostert and the Niner offense getting the football back.
So after that hot start, the numbers here show the decline. What has the defense done adjustment-wise?
Sometimes when you have a running back who's getting off to a hot start, you've got to catch him before he really gets going. So you change what you do across the defensive front. Instead of the linebackers being back a few yards, you bring them up closer. It's what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, taking away a lot of blocking angles and gaps and maybe stopping him before he can get going.
Mugging the line of scrimmage, okay.
Yeah, in this case.
Mike 51, Mike 51.
Rodgers now on first down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rodgers
Looks for Lockett once more. This time he's got him.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go. Let's calm the crowd. Not here. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. I got you.
Rodgers again now. And oh, this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards.
Here we go, G.
Operating from the gun. Rodgers. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score.
Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me and you.
From the gun, Rodgers. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 19. Nice third down conversion and even 20 yards. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings brings up second and a yard.
Operating from the gun, Rodgers. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Succop's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit.
36.
So yet another field goal to end a drive. That has been a very common theme. He's now hit 5 of them in this game.
Yeah, Brandon, as an offense, you hate that you've had to call on your kicker so often, but you have to love the fact that time and time again, he's come through. Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to rifle one deep. And got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Now James returning. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one.
Rabbit, 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 rabbit.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
What we just saw there, that's really been a common theme all afternoon.
A lot of pressure. That forced the errant pass. He's been under duress this entire afternoon. He just had to unload that one. He's fortunate it was just incomplete and not intercepted.
On play action. Now Rodgers. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Eason. That's going to be caught. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Now, this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Rodrigo Blankenship to kick off for Indianapolis.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of
under pressure, they got him again. Give the sack to Kemoko Turay. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Mike 51. Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins home. 51's a Mike. 51's a Mike.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a first down.
They threw it. They just threw the flag.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
On play action, it's Rodgers. And Rodgers is going to go down. He's sacked.
Taken down back at the 12-yard line.
One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Indianapolis, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And they'll